Welcome everyone, we are here for our something number episode. I don't know.
Probably
you guys
17,
know?
maybe 12, I don't know.
We'll know next week. I'm going to count up all the episodes and specials and just lump
We
it
should
all
probably
together.
keep track of that. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll eventually keep track. Not right now. But I am Taylor Field, and I am joined by...
Dylan Muss.
Also joined by the owner of Dog Meat, Jessica, because I have a title.
Owner of Dog Meat.
Owner of Dog Meat.
Yeah, Dog Meat's my main man.
Okay. I am Latino Heat, Travis Snell.
Like it. And I am Master Kirk.
Master Kirk.
According to Codsworth.
Because Codsworth knows my name. Shouts out to Codsworth.
He barely says Jessica, but there's videos of him saying fuckface, but he won't call me Jessica.
He says fuckface?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
I looked at the list and some of them are actually
Yeah.
really funny.
Pretty
Wow.
much, I think they just took like all the names from the other Fallouts.
He
So,
calls me Mom.
I imagine that's one of them from the other Fallout.
I put my name is Jessica, but he calls me Mom. How can I help you, Mom? And I'm like, no, my name is Jessica.
Well, if you haven't guessed, we're here to talk about Fallout and do a GeekVerse review. So here we are. We're going to get nitty gritty, no news, whatnot. We're just going to dive right into it.
Yep.
Jessica or Dylan, who wants to take it? You guys can start because you guys have been the most hyped about this over the past probably year. So you guys can start us off.
For the past year, it wasn't even announced.
Whatever.
I'll let you go.
All right.
We'll go circle wise.
They don't know when they listen to this. I don't know.
Yeah, so far it's amazing. I only have a couple like problems overall, but I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about like one thing at a time or just overall? What are we doing?
First impressions.
First impressions? Yeah, I mean, I haven't done like many missions yet. I've kind of just been like, I'm just gonna go that way. I just pick a random direction and walk until I find something interesting. So I haven't actually done a whole lot of missions yet. I've just been having fun. It's a beautiful game. I love the music. The music's so good. They brought back all the best songs from Fallout 3 on the radio and just a bunch of good new ones. It's scary this time.
Oh yeah.
The game's actually scary. Like the other Fallouts were not scary at all.
Yeah.
Have you guys encountered a thunderstorm yet? They're freaky,
No.
man. They are freaky.
I have not.
I think I saw one, but I didn't. I was like, no, I'm gonna go the other direction.
Yeah, it's frightening. Like you can't it fogs over. You can't see anything, and like,
Oh, actually, yeah.
the music. If you don't have the radio on, like the music, have you guys listened to that much? It's like
on like classical on your Pip.
no, if you don't have like any radio station.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
just
I know what you
the
mean.
basic
Yeah.
soundtrack. Like it's pretty freaky.
really, really amazing.
Yeah, so you combine that with like the thunderstorm, and like you can't see anything, and it's spooky and it's scary. And
I haven't listened to any music actually.
really,
I
you
just
should check
enjoyed
out the radio.
score.
Check out the radio.
Yeah, I like the score.
The guy's
So
name is
good.
Travis,
Oh,
the radio announcer,
the signs,
and he's
but-
really weird.
No, I actually like the score a lot. It's very
Mhm.
kind of weird, but it's very James Bond, Cloud Atlas ish. I'm not sure if anyone's seen Cloud Atlas,
Yeah.
but it's very much like that. And I'll probably check it out. But I like the score. I'm a big score guy, so I like the
It's really good,
because
yeah.
sometimes music is just like it
Bethesda,
can be distracting. but
Bethesda does really well
yeah,
in that department.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
I don't know.
Uh,
What are you thinking?
Oh, tell us your experiences, Jessica.
yeah, my experiences have not been so great. So far, I mean, it is a really good game, but I kind of had a bad start. So right when you start playing, you start out in your house with your wife and your kid, or your husband and your kid, and you
In
sign
Codsworth?
up. Yeah, well, obviously. No dog meat, though, unfortunately.
Logs.
So you sign up to be part of the vault, and then 5 minutes later, you find out that there's a bomb being dropped and you have to go to the vault. And then when you're in there, you go into a freeze chamber, and you see these men come in and steal your kid and shoot your significant other.
Spoilers
not
if you
really,
have not played this
Yeah.
game.
not really spoiling anything. It's within the first 20 minutes of the
Yeah.
game, but anyway, so when I played, I did all of that, and then I fell out of the freeze chamber ready to play, and my game froze. So I restarted, closed the game on the Xbox home screen, reloaded it, redid everything again, and it happened again. That was my first experience with the game. And then, so
So we did not encounter that issue.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: Jessica's on Xbox One, Travis and Kirkland are both on PS4, and I'm on PC. So I don't know if that's an Xbox thing. I don't know if that's just a weird Bethesda thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just while I'm talking about the lovely start I had, the next day I went to play again, and the loading screen where it says press any button to start, I pressed that and nothing happened. So I quit the game, went in again, pressed start again, nothing happened. Reset my Xbox, pressed it again, Nothing happened. I hard reset my console, and it still didn't work. I had to hard set my console twice. Whole thing took probably 45 minutes for me to even get into the game. So my first impression has been kind of glitchy. But I mean,
wouldn't be a Bethesda game without it.
Yeah, you know, really, what's the fun in getting a game day one if you don't get to play with the bugs?
Yeah.
Other than that, though, it's been a fun game. I mean, it's really cool getting to like kind of build your own shelter and harvest your own food. I really like dog meat. No one seems to agree with me on that one, but
I agree
that's
with
okay.
I like
Yeah.
it.
No, I like him. He just doesn't fit my playstyle.
I just don't like him the best.
I just don't use a companion because I have the Lone Wanderer perk.
See, but I got the attack dog perk.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So, you know.
Yeah. I wanted to get that.
And I can't
but-
really switch him out now because then it's just a wasted skill point if I use anyone else.
Yeah.
I just found out how perks worked about 30 minutes ago, thanks to Dylan.
Yeah.
I did not know that
Travis
you could
sucks.
go below
Oh
that
my
top
God.
thing.
Oh my god, really?
So my top is like all set. It's all like 10s and 9s. I thought you had to unlock them all, so it's just like, oh, this is tedious, but I'll get through it. But
That's not a bad thing, but it's
not
kind of a bad thing.
It's not. It's bad as far as like, oh, I would have liked to explore more, but it's a good thing as like these attributes are really high. Like I think my lowest one is like a 7.
Oh,
So it's. I'm not complaining,
I have,
but
like, 3
I like
ones.
knowing now.
Yeah, same.
And I'm so far now where I probably will just complete the top row and then go to the bottom because I'm so close to like 2 stars away from 10 and whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna probably
There's some cool
complete it.
perks, man. You should
Yeah.
get.
I know, but I'm so close to
Mysterious.
just doing the top anyways. I'm already level 20. Like, you know, I
I don't know if either of you guys, or even computer, I guess, for that matter, did any of you guys actually have the video at the beginning? For
Yeah.
learning about
yes,
special?
very fun.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good way, because with Xbox you can't play until the game's downloaded a certain %, and so you start watching that while the game's downloading, and I think that was a huge up for them to put that in.
Did you not have that on PC?
What is this?
The video for learning about special.
Like the videos that they released beforehand?
Mm-mm.
No, it's like, so you start up the game and it's like, do you know what makes you special? Today we're gonna look at
And the-
endurance.
Yeah, and in the bottom right, it's showing you like your loading time to 100% while it's going
yeah,
on.
and then so it'll be
Oh.
like, it's like this little video of, you know, him running, the
Yeah.
little Pip-Boy guy running around.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Vault Boy. And, you know, so it'll be for, like,
Yes.
luck. There's, like, a
Yeah.
black cat that walks and it's like, oh, luck will change what happens when...
No, I don't know. I didn't. Is that like? Was that just at the beginning? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
just-
while it was installing.
While it was installing.
And I've played
okay.
Fallout before, but that was really nice for me as like not as a big fan as you guys to have that because not only was it entertaining, it did actually tell you
Yeah, it's
what the
very
skills
informative.
were. Because if you didn't have that video and you haven't played Fallout, the game, especially the first 2 hours, can
Yeah.
seem almost too ambitious. Like I've heard that a lot. That we talk about before. Cats talk more. Like lots of people say the game's really good, but they're walking away from it because like I don't have
They,
the time.
they
I
don't
want.
know what to invest
Yeah,
in.
and I can vouch for that because I'm having fun. I'm going to invest in it because I'm just having fun with it. But I could see people walking away because there's so much stuff that they aren't clear about. Like there's not
Yeah.
too many tutorials. And at the beginning, if that video wasn't there, I would have been even more lost because at least I had somewhat an idea of like, okay, so strength help you carry stuff. If they didn't tell me strength help me carry stuff, then that would have been a big falter. My strength's the highest thing because I carry so much stuff to sell and big weapons. Like I have like
Yeah, they
Fat Boy and
take everything.
Yeah.
yeah, I have Fat Boy and
Oh.
Big Man. I send Dylan. That's like 16 pounds and like 30. So right there is like almost like 60, 70, and that kills me every time. And I had to sell them, but that was good. So yeah,
Definitely
that was-
all endurance.
Yeah, so let's talk about that then. Like, as another Fallout fan, what did you think of not having individual stats?
I really like the system that they put in place here,
Really?
actually.
Okay.
I told you, it could
I-
split down the middle.
I like it. I think it's nice to be able to actually, like, kind of pick and choose what you want. Like, because my stats are probably completely different than everyone else in here.
Oh yeah.
So, and I mean, the fact that you can kind of do what Travis did and just, like, max out everything, or you can kind of pick and choose where you want to put them. I think it's a
But
good
that's
system.
like, you could say that how it was before. Like, instead of that, you would just, oh, I want my lockpicking to be high, so you level up that specifically.
Yeah. But you...
And you choose, like, per level.
But you
Whereas now,
still do
each time
that
you level
too.
up, you can only pick one thing.
Yeah, you can only pick one thing, but I mean, you can be more specific, because, like, lockpicking is still there.
Yeah.
And you can level up lockpicking 3 times. So,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
if you want to level up, you still have to you first have to have 4 perception, and
Yes, this is true.
Dylan
So
also
that-
does not like it.
Yeah, I can...
I really don't. I think it removes like depth from the game. Honestly, I think it makes it less of an RPG. I have no reason to make a new character ever, really. In the other Fallouts, I had multiple accounts, and even in like the older this is the problem I had with Skyrim too. Like I had no and there was no reason for me to ever make a second account, because like
I think it
your
depends on
main
what
character-
level cap is, because I think
there
that,
isn't one in this game, right?
So, but I mean, I guess not so much level cap, but I mean where kind of the game ends, because I mean it's funner to replay the beginning and change where you put things. You know, like if you wanted to put stuff in, like it's like for me it's Aqua Girl, the one where you can like go in water, and then like Iron Stomach, so that way you can eat stuff. But then say in another one you want to try and play it differently, and you know, do survival and not do Iron Stomach, and then you can go and do it that way. I don't know. I like the system that they put.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, because like how you're saying, like you never have to make a character, but it's like it totally changes the beginning of the game. Because if you want to invest in like being a stealthy character, every time you level up, you only get 1 point, so you can only put 1 point. Like you really have to
Be strategic.
Yeah, exactly. You really have to strategize on where you want to put your points.
And there's some that depend on different things. Like there's one you get bonus experience for doing random things, but you only get it if your intelligence is low. But then if you put things into intelligence, you know, it's a completely different play style, because like you have one where when your health is low, you're able to realize and slow down time and fix yourself. So I mean, you could play where you're stupid, but you get bonus experience. So you can play where you're smart and it's more strategic. So,
but I don't know. The counterpoint to that is like, since there is no level cap, you can just
get everything.
Yeah.
You can just get it all anyway. It doesn't matter.
And we were talking about that before the cast. I'm kind of the same boat as Dylan, that I think I'll play through this. I'll try my best to play through all of it, and then once I hit that point, I think it'll be a long time before I go back, because I wouldn't want to start over. Because when you're talking about not being so much RPG, that's when I was kind of thinking, kind of put in my head, when you're talking about the vault, and you know you have to at the very beginning of the game, and you have that conversation with salesman, and you go in. I imagine whatever route you pick, you're going in the vault, right? Like obviously because it's the beginning.
Yeah.
But I feel like the whole game is like that. It doesn't matter if you're sarcastic, caring, good, or like a jerk. Whatever I pick, it's like there's just one point in the story. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's something you could clearly not, like a character say, we're going to do this, and you could clearly not like it. Like, you know it's a bad thing if that's the way you feel, and you'll say, no, I'm not doing this, and you'll be like, oh, just don't be so hasty, like, we're still going to do it. And it's like, I don't feel like there is much choice, so there's different things you can
we'll have
upgrade.
to wait and see, too, right? Because, like,
True, we don't
Fallout
know.
3 had one ending. Fallout New Vegas had, like, 3 different paths you could take.
Yeah.
So...
But that's what, like, we were talking about earlier, and we'll have to see where the kind of, like, main story or, like, the cutscene sort of ending is, because it's one of these things, if it is so far away, that's when I wouldn't play it again, because I wouldn't want to go through all that. I'm just going to stick with this character
Has
and unlock
Bethesda
everything.
announced that it's no level cap?
Yeah, there's no level cap.
It's been announced? Okay.
Yeah, and so... Like, that's the other thing, too. Like, every time you level up, you get to, like, increase one thing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Whereas in the other games, it's like, okay, I want to get my science a little bit better so I can hack more computers and like, get my guns up a little bit. Like, it was just fun to choose and, like, level your character who you want, whereas now it's like, okay, I leveled up, I get to choose one more thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Like I said, I haven't played Fallout games.
I think it just removes
guys.
depth from the game, and that was my biggest problem with Skyrim, too, and it's just, I guess it's
Yeah.
the path Bethesda's taking. They're just...
I'm in the middle
taking away
where
depth from the game. and
I'm in
I
the
don't like
middle
that.
where I kind of like it, but it's definitely not the best system I've ever played for upgrade one. There's definitely many games, like I could name at least 10 that I feel like this is a really good system, and this is like, it's fun and it's all right, but it can be a little frustrating at times, and it does feel like you're always waiting, like, which is I guess not a bad thing. I guess it's just when there's like someone like me who has like a job and all these other responsibilities, that's what sucks. If I was a kid at home just playing this all the time, I'd probably love it more because you're unlocking this stuff constantly. But you know, today I had a day off, but other times where I only get to play the game for 2 hours, maybe I'll get like 2 like upgrades maybe, and it's just like, oh cool, I've made my strength a bit better, and that's it. You know, like I feel like
It's just
change
like
it a bit.
you don't have like a class this time, right? And
See, but I think
don't like
you
that,
should almost
personally.
like play it where you do know that there's different ways that you can level up, and then say how you feel about it. Because for you don't really.
What do you mean?
Because
Like,
you're
I
saying
do
that
know.
all you did was put your stuff just within.
True, I didn't know
Charisma.
that. But
So-
still, I can still piggyback on the thing of like getting 1 point.
Yeah.
And that makes it even worse then to me.
Because there's
that's
so many options.
well, yeah, that's
you
that's your
you don't,
that's
you, just
my
don't, you don't build a class this time around. You
That's
just,
my
You're one
counterpoint
character,
is-
and since you don't have a level cap, you really just keep playing that character forever.
Yeah, I think that's what Bethesda was actually trying to do, because they did that for Skyrim. That's
Yeah, they
why
did.
they did that, is because they didn't want people to keep making new characters. They wanted it to just be one
And
character.
yeah, that's the thing I don't like. In Skyrim too, you didn't build a class. Like I don't like that.
And why don't they?
It's an
want them
RPG.
to
Like
make
I
a new
should
character?
be able. I should make a character like
Stick
a
with one
certain
character.
style, you know.
Yeah.
And
But I mean,
don't
technically,
know.
I mean, you could, if you wanted to like keep being, you know, charismatic, you could keep putting all your points in that if that's
Yeah,
how
exactly.
you're saying you want to play.
But then you get to 10, and then like you can get 10 everything else. So like you can play.
But that's
that
the thing.
to a
Like
point.
what I like about the RPG factor of it is that like you just choose at the start of the game like how you want this character's life to be, kind of thing. Whereas in this game, like because you didn't in the other games, you could only get your like initial stats up, your special stats up from bobbleheads or from using it your perk that you got like every what was it 3 or 4 levels or something.
Yeah.
But and since you had a level cap of I think 20 in Fallout 3 and then I think 30 in New Vegas, I can't really remember.
Didn't play
So like you're not going to use like your perks to level up your special points, and that was essentially what your class was your special points.
Yeah. Yeah, I
There's
I
pros
agree.
and cons. I personally don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like the change.
I agree that it kind of pointless that you place all your stats in the beginning and then you can just go and like throw more levels at it. I agree that is kind of silly, but I don't know. All in all, I like being able to kind of pick what I get with my level.
I agree with you. Like for me, I haven't really too much experience in the older Fallout games or the older like Elder Scrolls games. So like me, like going into, I think the first one I played was Oblivion actually, and then like the first one I actually got into was Skyrim, and then because I don't have that experience of like the older games and like falling in love with that, I think that's why I love it so much. Like these ones,
the thing with this does they do things so well. So when they don't do them again, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Like even like for this game, like lockpicking, I want to get lockpicking up, but my perception I put it at 1 because I didn't know what the system was going to be in place. And so now I have to level up my perception 3 times, and then I have to level up the ability just to get my lockpicking up. So it takes like, to get my max lockpicking, it's going to take like 7 levels, where all I'm doing is putting every single point I earn into that.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Why do you want your lockpicking so high?
So I can...
Oh, like for
get
the
all
master?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can get all the good stuff.
I'm like, it's
Whereas,
not that hard.
Yeah, has anyone gotten to that master one that's in the vault?
I know. I'm
not
not a master.
For that reason, no, I'm level 10, so I haven't put
I just
7
wanna know
points
what's
in
in that
perception.
vault.
it's the cryo gun.
Yeah,
It's
I can't remember, but it showed there's a description on the loading screens, which I'll throw that out right now. I hate the loading screens. I'm not sure how it is for you on PC, but on PS4 it's brutal.
They can take some time. Yeah.
That's where, when I saw Offcast, that's my thing about this game. I do like it a lot. Like I'm gonna preference this with saying like it's probably my second favorite game of the year so far, and I'd say probably right now it's sitting at like a 9. My thing is definitely the loading screens, and definitely I'm probably in the camp that these guys aren't, but as far as the graphics and whatnot, between the loading screens and graphics, I feel it's almost a last-gen game. Like, that's what I get feeling playing with it, and that's why almost for the first couple hours I wasn't that into it, truthfully. I was just playing it, and I was kind of like, oh, like, and truthfully it could have been because I was overhyped too. I was just waiting, and like, they got me really hyped up and seeing all the videos, and, you know, like, I haven't played much Skyrim, Elder Scrolls and whatnot, but like, I know Bethesda is still good and whatnot, so I got really hyped. So that obviously had something to do with it, because I got hyped, and then I'm sitting there for 2 hours playing, and it's kind of like, meh. But the loading screens are, I don't know,
they can be brutal,
especially if you don't quick
when
save.
you load up too.
Yeah, and it's like every building you go into, like, there's this and this, and that's where, like, we were talking about Offcast earlier with GTA, like, that's why, to me, this feels like a last-gen game, because GTA, that's even bigger than this. You can go in different buildings and house, no loading screen, or a little...
Okay,
like,
I wouldn't use GTA as a good comparison for not having loading screens, because online is stupid.
But I'm not talking about online, I'm just talking about the game, because I'm not
Well,
playing...
that is the game. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Like
Online
GTA
is-
Online?
That's part of the game.
Yeah, but you can
GTA
play...
5.
Yeah, but you could...
talking
I'm
about?
talking just
When
a
you're
story.
done single player, you go online. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the main campaign, and that's what this is, right? It's the main campaign, right?
Fallout 4 doesn't have
I didn't-
online.
I feel like you can't really compare those games.
But no...
For loading screens, because online you have to go through internet connections and all that, and that's a huge different part of it.
And I don't
Yeah,
know,
but-
you didn't have to be connected for Fallout 4 to play, right? Because the past 3 days I had no Wi-Fi on my PS4 and I'm playing.
I don't think Bethesda would do that.
Okay, so that's what I mean. Like, I'm talking about
think
just the
it'd be
main
kinda cool.
main story, main campaign.
Online, it would be cool, but I don't think they would have it where you need to be online.
If I'm in the
No.
Commonwealth and I go in a hospital, I know I'm sitting there for like a good 3 minutes where like I get time to check Twitter and I can actually post stuff with
Okay, I don't know.
GeekVerse.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting the 3-minute thing.
It depends.
Yeah, I don't
The
think
further
I'm-
I've gotten, the longer
The only
it's
time I have the
taking.
really long ones is when I initially boot up the
Yeah,
game.
I've-
I'm on board with
Oh,
them.
see, I'm the other way. It was going quicker, and the further I've gone, it's getting lower. And I've looked, and people are saying the same. Not like like the further they go. But I've looked at
Yeah.
people say the same thing, like their loading screen is taking. And like the first, I'd say maybe it was 30 seconds, but now it's taking a while. It's not even like in main missions. And that's where, for me, where I get like that last gen vibe. Where now GTA, I'll get a loading screen every once in a while, and I just walk in and see, it'll fade to black, fade to light, and it's there. And that's why I do compare the two a bit, because they're massive games. Like, I'm not comparing them in, like, story and gameplay, but those games are at massive
there's
scope.
more to Fallout.
Yeah.
Like, you get, like, everything can be picked up or moved
Yeah.
or taken, you know, and
Yeah,
with
that's true.
GTA.
But GTA, you have a lot of stuff like that too, especially if you want them online. The loading screens were bad at the beginning, but now with so much going on and like all these mini games and
So,
you can
but
play
you're, yeah, but
tennis
so
and
you're
whatnot.
saying it was bad in the beginning. Well, this game's only been out for
Yeah.
2 days, so I mean, really, you got to give it some
What do you
credit.
mean bad
There.
in the beginning?
You said that.
We're talking about Fallout 4, which came out this week.
Yeah.
And you're saying Grand Theft Auto was bad in the
got better.
beginning. But
Oh,
it got better.
yeah,
so I
sure,
mean, you
no.
got to give it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I mean,
Bethesda's gotta
I
give
agree with you.
reviews.
It's
But I was talking about online. I wasn't talking about
that
like,
is a
GTA.
that
the
is
story.
a con I wrote down as well. I mean, the loading times are bad. For me, it's like, okay, this game is so massive, I understand, I can accept it. Plus, I like the little like loading screen when there's like an object and you can just move it around and look at it.
Yeah.
They had that
I
in
haven't even
Skyrim. I
bothered
like
to
that.
move it around. Can you move it around?
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't know that in Skyrim for the longest time. That
Yeah,
you could
me
actually
neither.
move it around. But I like that. It's
Yeah.
obviously it's not the most fun mini game you could have on a loading screen, but
No.
that
Just takes me out.
it's
of it
just something
sometimes.
I accept at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't-
but see, that's where it's different because you have that love for Bethesda, right? And for them, and you can be like, oh, I'll put that aside. Like,
Yeah.
lots of people are talking about the graphics, they put that aside. But for me, it's like, I don't love Bethesda. Like, I like Bethesda and I respect them, but it's not like, they're not my studio. Like,
Yeah, well, it just depends what you're doing too, right? Because
Yeah.
if you could walk from one corner of the map to the other corner of the map, which would take you, I don't even know how long that would take you.
Yeah,
but you
no
could do
load
that
screen.
with zero load screen.
but when you're playing the main, all I've been doing, to preface, all I've been doing is main quests. I do a side quest every once in a while if I have to, like, join the Brotherhood or something, but it's just side quest when it's like,
Yeah.
it's a main quest that, oh, this is optional, so I go do it because I'm going to get the additional XP. All I've been doing is main quest, and that is constantly, like, going into different places.
So
Going
one
to this
thing
room,
on
going to
that
this
though,
room.
because I mean, you're saying that you're not like super into the franchise or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a lot of valuable information, at least on the loading screens. Like, you usually get 2 or 3 pieces of information. Like, you know, they give information on like rads and how that affects your health and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so for someone that doesn't play, I mean, that information can actually be useful.
But it wears off after day 5, which I'm on, when it's like, oh, I've seen this like 3 times today, and it's like, and I get that a lot, where it's like I get the same comic, or I see, what's that gun in the vault?
Cryo.
I see that all the time. All the time it's
Yeah.
on my screen. It's like, this is cool, and I just want to unlock it and
See,
get
but
it
they probably
already.
figured that. They're like, you know, we'll just use the same ones because people are just checking Twitter during the loading screens anyway.
They did not build that in. No, I did that just because it's just like, that's what I have to do. Like, I legitimately have time to go get something to eat sometimes. It feels like I can go, oh, I got a bag of chips.
How
and,
nice
like,
of them. Hey, let
Yeah,
that go get-
That's
you know,
no,
not
but
get your controller.
I don't want that
dirty.
because, like, when I talked about before, when I'm not a kid that has like just school and no work, I don't have the time to sit there for a loading screen. Like the loading
Just so
screen.
you guys know, you children, we do consider, you know, school to be work. You know, Travis is just not being very considerate. It is.
I don't. It's
You
not,
don't?
Not Pat. After high school, yes. Not what you're going through. Not college. Not anything post secondary. Like
Okay,
I-
don't get off topic here.
no,
We'll come
no,
back
no, no.
to
I
Fallout.
flew by high school. I like graduated in January. It's one of the easiest things ever. Like I graduated 8 months early. Like no, it's if anyone's stressed about high school, just fucking open the book
You're
and
gonna
read.
alienate all our Call of Duty fans.
What about it? Because they're in high school? No, I'm not saying screw them. I'm just saying if you think it's that hard, just wait. Like, get off
Just
it, you
wait.
old bag.
Alright,
Like,
let's go back to Fallout.
Yeah, the only other
Before we
complaint,
lose all our.
the only other complaint I have with the game so far is the lack of hardcore mode, which
Yeah.
it makes sense, kind of, sort of, because Bethesda didn't make Fallout New Vegas.
Get mods, dude. If you want that, honestly.
It's not, but it's day 4, like that.
They probably
remember, it's
still
the
have it.
beginning of the game.
They
It's-
probably still have it.
Not yet, not yet. And even Skyrim's hardcore mode was like never as good
Like
as
the
it
one
was
where you
in
gotta like
Fallout.
eat and sleep.
You have to eat, yeah.
That's not in this?
No.
Oh.
Because you
That
found out.
surprises me.
Tell what
It
happened.
doesn't because Bethesda didn't actually ever put that in Fallout, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't in Fallout 3. It was in New Vegas.
And this
So-
whole time, what did you think survival mode had that it didn't? That
I thought it had that radiation thing. The radiation actually affecting your health.
I thought it had where you had to eat and like sleep. And
That's
all
what I was
that
hoping
stuff.
for.
Like when I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
But that's actually good, like, because radiation in Fallout 3 and New Vegas didn't actually do anything until you were dead. Either you had, like, it didn't do anything, like, until you hit, I don't know, probably 200 or 300, and then you just die. But in this game, I like how they have the, like, for every amount of radiation that you have, it decreases your max health.
Mhm.
I think that's really good. I really like that. That's a really nice change. Obviously, it makes the game like harder, and you have to be more wary of your supplies, but I like it. I think it's a really good change.
Yeah, and I like how you can, kill animals and take their meat and stuff like that. And you'll get radiation from it, but if you go and cook it and stuff, it'll either take away the radiation or significantly decrease how much there is.
I like that
So it
cooking
kinda-
stations and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of gives you that incentive to actually play the game, where you actually have to cook before you eat and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
If you find dirty water, you can cook it up, make it nice purified water. So,
Yeah. Don't you need 3, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought, just wondering. But no, I'm trying to think. No, like I said, I still really do like it, and I feel like every day I play it, I like it more and more. I'm just trying to think of, like we talked about already.
Let's talk about weapon mods. Have you guys done much of that yet?
Oh my goodness!
Not
Yeah.
really.
It's so amazing.
I really like it.
I really
it's
like
really
it.
good.
I just never. I'm always missing like one thing, and then I just
The
don't you have
adhesive.
to level up to start doing it?
yeah, for some stuff, like
For
really
the
cool
bigger
weapons.
stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
if
if you
you're
do,
like,
if
if
you
you're
wanna
like
make,
Travis
like,
and
your
you've
own
only ever
cryo
leveled your
gun.
special stats, then you're gonna struggle with the mods.
Yeah,
See,
But
I
no,
haven't,
I mean
looked
the-
at it.
It's pretty neat. You just need to break down certain things. There's some things that are really hard to find, like adhesive. I don't know if you've run into that, where that's like just
I have
That's
so
what I was gonna
much.
say.
I have so much.
No,
Yeah,
I have
you have
that.
so much adhesive?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. And
I
you
don't
can
have
get a
that.
I saw
you
a
get a
post. Someone
scrapper.
figured out how to get like a never-ending source. It's like you get 3 sorts of crops, so your settlement like make it naturally, and you combine it into like vegetable paste or something, then you can break that down into 5 adhesive. So I'll send you the link for that so you can figure it out.
Yeah.
And that way you just get like all of it. You'll ever
Infinite.
Just
need.
get Scrapper, the perk. Because if you do that, every time you disassemble like an item.
Yeah,
whether
I
it
did
be-
get 1 level on
Yeah,
that.
if you do 2, you can get like really good supplies. So you can
I just did
basically
level
make
1, I
anything
think, where you
want.
get like screws
Yeah.
or something.
Just level 1's really good.
Level 2
Um,
is adhesive.
Level 2 is like nuclear material. I think it's
Oh, nuclear material.
Yeah,
Nice.
but that's how you make like the big guns.
I really
like
like
the
it so far.
cryo.
It's really good. It's like, well, like the same thing with like the cooking stations and the weapon mods. Like, it's stuff that they took from Skyrim essentially. Like they borrowed it from there,
Yeah,
and then they just
all those
improved on
Skyrim
it by
guns.
so much.
There's so much that reminds me of Skyrim.
Yeah.
There's voice actors that I'm like, I know who that is in
Yeah.
Skyrim.
So that's like a big improvement. Combat overall. What do you think, Jessica, as a Fallout player?
I don't know. I like it so far. I found though, I mean, maybe it's just me because I haven't really talked to you guys too much about it, but I find that almost get overwhelmed a lot of times with the amount of enemies that'll randomly be in an area. Like you'll just be walking through the waste and all
way
of a
too many
sudden,
bugs.
or like
Bloat flies.
That's what always get me.
so
Bloat flies
like
are the worst.
it's kind of hard to like get away from them to be able to attack. So you're kind of just like stuck in the middle of a swarm. But I mean, overall, VATS has always been,
VATS is great.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 on that. So, I don't mind it. It seems really similar to kind of what we're used to.
I think it's just been a solid improvement in every Fallout game. Like Fallout 3, the combat kind of sucked. Like it was pretty bad. Like you were using VATS or you weren't shooting.
Yeah.
And then in New Vegas, they made it so you could like kind of zoom in. I think you could only zoom in like halfway. It was like weird. But in this game, it's definitely
Oh,
a
it's
lot
amazing.
I
better.
haven't come into a sniper or anything yet. So.
Oh my goodness,
You
I
can-
love
Yeah.
it.
Gun mods, you
They're
can put
good
a
for
scope on
VATS.
anything.
Oh yeah, no, I
That's
use
what
a
I
sniper and I just use VATS because
Yeah.
I just
Headshot. they're
yeah, exactly.
done.
Like it's so hilarious.
Yeah.
You just no scope them.
Except when I feel when you hold the breath, it doesn't steady it too much. Like
In VATS?
It
You can
depends
do that
on
in
your.
VATS?
no. Sorry,
Oh,
just in
okay.
regular. Like when I hold it, I feel like it's not the steadiest.
I think
Like on your
the.
controller with your breath.
I was
held.
about to say there's probably a stat for that, but you have every stat maxed out, so I don't know why that would be
No,
an issue for you.
I think there.
Is there maybe a perk for that?
There's a
I think
perk.
there might be a
I'll
perk for
take a
that.
look.
Well, it's just to hold
You
it
should
down.
probably look
longer.
at the perks
It's just
straight.
Well, I can't wait when I get home
Travis is
now.
level 22 and only has
No, I'm
perks that he's
20.
gotten from
Kirkland's
books.
22.
Yeah, 22.
He's too ahead of me.
Travis, you were saying you have an issue with combat in terms of
I like
melee.
shooting. I like the VATS. It's a melee. That and once again, I preference this with I
Melee was always so weird in Fallout because like you would use VATS and just teleport like 30 feet and slap people.
because it's
so
the same
funny.
way I come from not playing a bunch of older games. So for me, especially like my game of the year has been like Metal Gear, where I just can. If you have no guns, you can go in there and destroy people you want. In this game, if you have no guns, you're gonna be fucked.
Yeah, you-
like there's no like super mutants where you could like because it's not because of skill level. It's because I feel the aiming is so bad. I talk about this Dylan Offcast. The things that get me are just the bugs so much when they're flying. I can never hit them that well. And like, thank God I have companions because they do most damage. I can hit them. Everything else I'm kind of learning, but that's the thing. Like, so for you
I
guys,
cannot mention this. I have not even used a melee weapon yet.
Yeah,
so
no.
I don't know.
Oh, see, I have. Yeah, I use it a lot.
When I get
because
the
I'm trying
battle axe,
to,
I'll
I'm
use it.
trying to like get good with it. What's your best melee weapon? I got a tire iron with a blade on
the
there.
I got the big gym.
I use the Chinese sword, and I have high stealth skills, so I just sneak up to people and I can just kill them.
Oh, see, I don't.
See, if you don't have stealth skills, like melee is probably gonna be a problem.
I don't, because I just go balls to the wall. I'm just like,
Yeah.
like,
See, but like I said, I play on survival, so it's like I can't do that, otherwise
Yeah.
I die.
Okay,
instantly.
so if they
it's
took
like
out the eating, sleeping, what's the difference with survival really in this
I
one?
think it just makes the
your
game.
regen is way slower. So if you use a stim pack, it'll take so long to
Yeah.
go up.
oh, yeah, when a normal just
And
like,
you-
And that's
Yeah.
it?
It's harder than very hard.
More
Like, it's
more
technically
legendary
the-
enemies.
Yeah, more legendary enemies and a higher chance to drop special weapons and stuff.
Okay.
So it's like, in a way, it's bad because it's really hard to kill like 2 death claws, and like I've had that. Like when I went to go find Virgil, there's 2 death claws. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I
right
ran
now?
past them.
Oh.
I didn't fight them. Oh no, I was in the power
You
armor. I'm like,
coward.
screw. Oh,
I quick saved and I died probably 45 times.
if they have guns, it's on like Donkey Kong. But if it's a creature like those crab things, I'm out because I just feel like I waste so much ammo, and they don't unless it's like a legendary or something like that. They just drop me nothing. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm
Yeah,
saving these
but,
bullets
like-
because I'm gonna need these. And like, yeah, I'll get into Virgil in a second.
But
I don't know Virgil.
I had similar experience when you messaged me.
Okay.
You're like, how to fight? I'm like, I did that.
Then let's talk about that. So, as far as we talked about earlier about with bugs, and this is like minor bugs, but it happens with that's the most bugs I've got. It's not the game crashing, and I've gotten a few times where I'm stuck in a wall. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta just restart. So it's probably happened like 3 or 4 times. But the biggest bugs I get are certain characters or main campaign things not triggering. So there's a certain mission.
That happens a lot in Skyrim. I found.
That's a Bethesda thing.
Yeah.
And see, once again, when I'm not a Bethesda guy, that stuff bugs me. And like,
Oh, it bugs me too. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm used to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
with Virgil,
Can you move, please?
Like with Virgil, I was getting so frustrated. Like it's not a big spoiler. You gotta go find this guy, and the thing is, you gotta talk to him. But the whole time up, like he's been saying, there's stuff on the way. You're fighting and fighting. So when you get in this cave, there's turrets and
Yeah,
stuff like
there's
that. So your instinct is to kill these turrets. So if you're listening and you go find Virgil, do not shoot anything in the cage, because when you shoot these things, and this is why when talking about the RPG thing, that's why like with Knights of the Old Republic, you could do this. So what happens is you shoot the turrets, and then he turns on you, and he goes to kill you, and you kill him. But what happens is when you kill him, he just pauses there, and he's stuck for 15 seconds, and then he comes back full health. And that's where, like I said, the RPG thing, like, it has elements, but it's not like in Knights of the Old Republic, you kill that guy, that mission's gone, bye-bye, like, whatever. Because it's like a main thing, that doesn't happen. So it glitches if you do anything in that cave, like that's suspicious. He's gonna go and fight
That's
you. and then
always
you're
been
stuck.
something
That's
that
always Bethesda thing.
it's so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like.
But see, I can't be like, I hate that with the main stuff. Side stuff I could, but with main stuff, especially because I'm quick saving.
That's
That was
the
the
only-
time where I quick saved so much it was always in the glitch,
That's the
so I had to
only,
go all the way back.
That's
like
the
20
only
minutes.
time that occurs is in the main story. All the side,
Of course.
all because that's the thing. Like for the story to progress, you need these characters to be alive, so you can't kill certain
Yeah.
characters.
But then I just
that's
wish
been in every.
I just wish
Bethesda
when you
game.
walked
And
in, it'd be like, "Hey, let's talk." Not like there's a bunch of turrets that
yeah,
make
that
you
specific
think.
situation sounds bad. Normally,
So
it's
did
like
the
you'll see
turrets
when you get
fire
to
at
it.
you?
What?
Do the turrets
No,
fire?
but aren't
No.
they red?
Okay, no, what happened when I went through, because I saw the spotlights on the turret.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, I'll pull out my laser
And it
rifle.
has that little charm.
So I
thing.
shoot the 2, I kill them instantly, basically, and then I'm like, alright, I did it. Like, all I have to do is sneak up on this guy, and then he just starts attacking me.
Yeah.
I kill him after so long, because I had no ammo at the time, which was...
See?
Yeah!
I
so
was
I had to
using
kill
my
him with,
blade.
I had to kill him with my
Get the
sword.
perk to find more ammo.
Yeah, I do have it
It's
now.
really nice.
But I kill him with a sword, and then I'm just sitting there. I'm like, alright, he's gonna drop something so I can finish this quest.
Yeah.
And then
then
he's
right when
like,
he stands
he's
up-
on the ground, and he stands up, and
When
he
he's-
starts fighting you again. I'm like, what the hell?
And then when he stands up, did you get the same thing right when his health healed? It was like, talk to Virgil. Did
Yeah.
you get that? And I was
And
like,
I'm like,
what am I
button
doing?
smashing.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? I'm like trying to time it, like,
So,
okay, I'll hit him, and
but
then I'll talk to him.
Because I'm used to Bethesda games, I assumed that it was a critical character, so you couldn't kill him. So I just left the cave, I went back, and I went into the spotlight, and nothing happened. So I was like, oh, they don't actually attack you. It's like, you're the one that instigates the
But did it
fight.
reset when you did it? Like when you went
Well,
out of
because
the
my
game
quick
and
save
out?
was right before I fought the Death Claws.
Oh,
so I
it-
fight the Death Claws.
I
which
quick
is kinda
saved
brutal.
in mid fight with Virgil because I had no ammo.
Oh, that's
so I was
hilarious,
stuck in this
yeah.
glitch and whatnot.
is so you just hit one button and it quick saves.
Yeah.
So nice.
They,
It's
they
not like
actually
it-
really fit. They did really well at doing quick saves in consoles. You
That's
just
good.
pause the game and
Yeah.
you get quick save.
Yeah, it's
That's
easy.
good.
It's so.
See, I couldn't
yeah.
answer
That's
that
a good
for you
change.
after
Because
it, but-
Because on Skyrim, I remember hating that so much. There's no quick
Did
save,
you
and
not
then I
know
went.
how
I
to
literally
quick
quick
No,
save
I do, but
every
he
10
was
feet.
asking like,
I just
compared
quick
to
save
the
all
other
the time.
times, like, I don't know. But and then the
Quick
other
saves
thing was
life.
with Virgil, I ran out of the cave. Did you try that when you were fighting him? and he just follows you out of the cave. And like, so he's behind. There's 2 Deathclaws. And I'm like, what? And I got so frustrated. And once
2
again,
Deathclaws and version.
yeah, and I got destroyed. And that's why once again I love the generation I'm in, because at the end of the day, I just went, you know what?
Google.
YouTube. Yeah, and I found it. And I was like, oh, thank God, because like went same thing. That's a great thing that there is bad stuff about social media, but that's the good stuff. On Twitter and whatnot, it's all like, oh yeah, I'm having this problem too, blah, 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 and then right away it's fixed. So back in the day when I was a kid, and you would lose maybe 2 hours to try and figure, like if you're lost somewhere and you're trying to figure something out, and it's like, oh, it was just this door I never checked. But now it's just like, let me Google it, oh, boom, save me 2 hours, you know? That's it.
Yeah, but it's also kind of a bad thing, because it kind of takes away the magic.
Yeah.
But once again,
That's
when I don't have the time to like figure out for 2
He
hours,
doesn't play for fun. He plays to win.
Yeah,
no, I play for fun, but I don't have the same time between like a girlfriend, filming, job, and a dog. I get only so little play. So when I play, I want to play as much as possible and get through it. Because if
your girlfriend should be more supportive then.
She is. She went and did errands while I was gone. She spent the whole day with her friends. She is, but it's like I still want to spend time with that person. So it's like
honestly
with me, I'd rather do those 2 hours of killing a bunch of stuff than look. If I would have been trying to figure out Virgil, I would have. That's the stuff that would make me go, I don't like this game, and that's why.
Like for me, I think you might not be the best person to play Bethesda games, because Bethesda games you have to put in so much hours if you want to experience like everything the game has to
That's
offer.
fine, but I'm saying I don't want to put in 2 hours to figure out what to do with Virgil.
You
I
see,
mean,
that's what I love
box.
about Bethesda games.
Yeah, see,
because when you
don't.
figure it out, you're like, yes, I'm so smart. Like when I found the railroad,
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, I could Google it and I could figure it out in 2 seconds, or I could figure it out. Cause
Yeah.
I remember
Or I could just man up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then like I remember playing Skyrim, and I did that so much. Anytime I ran into a problem, I'm like, I'm just gonna Google it. And then like looking back, I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't have that knowledge, because then I could like figure it out on my own. So
See,
like,
but then you also
playing-
get the joy of calling people a filthy casual. Oh, you Googled that? You filthy
Yeah.
casual.
I don't care. Because if I don't do that, I feel like I waste $80, and I'll just go return the game. So I still have fun. Once I do the Virgil thing, I go on and have fun killing Deathclaws and doing other side quests and missions. Yeah. But if I would have been stuck there for 2 hours,
Very
like,
true.
yeah, it's fun if I figure it out, but not really, because then the 2 hours I just would have been frustrated the whole time.
Yeah,
like,
see, like when that happened
because
to
of
me,
bug. Like, it's not. That's the thing. Like, when we're talking about, this is why I can say, like, I don't feel guilty Googling it, because it's not something about good gameplay. This is a bug that's a problem, and that's why I go, I have no problem YouTubing or Googling whatsoever, because it's a bug that they fucked up on, so I'll fix it myself. But if it's something like the railroad thing, then yeah, I'll say, yeah, I cheated. I took the, I just looked, that stuff's okay, yeah, I skimped out on. But the stuff where, if I'm having a problem and other people are having a problem with the bug, I don't consider me, like, cheating, because it's like, I would have never figured that out probably for a long time, and at that point I probably just given up or done something else. Like,
yeah, like, because like what you're saying, like you just like give up on that. Like for me, I would just go do something else. I would go find a new side quest.
But I want to do the main mission.
Yeah, exactly. But like that's what I mean. Like I don't think Bethesda games are the best thing
Honestly,
for you.
the thing with Bethesda games, the best missions are not going to be found in the main story.
Oh, very true.
But I just like to get that done, because I feel like with any
Just gotta
game,
find the sun.
with like
good
say,
you not played Fallout 3 then. The game ended when you beat the main story.
oh, but see, I hope that doesn't happen, because what game is?
It's not going to happen this time around.
No, I know people.
They had a
Because
DLC
the last-
that literally changed it.
Okay, good, because the last GTA did that too, where it's like if you finish a certain way, all these things would be gone. But I do the same way. I would research and make sure, but I do the same thing with Batman. I do all the main story, and then I'll go do the side. It's just like. It's just what I do. I just
want to know. I get it.
Yeah, I like the main stuff. I like
There's definitely people out there that are like you.
You got to get to know what's going to happen to your son.
More people that
Yeah.
aren't.
Yeah.
and the main stuff. I'm not sure. Like if the rest of you are like them, not playing it much. It's really good. Like the story, it's legitimately convinced me. I one day, you guys might hate, but I one day want to like be the guy that directs like a Fallout TV show director, because like there's some really good twists. I'm like, man, this could work as a great Netflix series. Like the main stuff is good. That's why if the main story sucked, I wouldn't. But because it is keeping me guessing, that's why I want to know. I am that person that, like, that guy kills, like, your wife or husband. I'm like, I want to get that guy. I want to kill that guy. I'm not like, oh, let it go. Like, that's the only thing in the story. It's like, you're out there. Your son's lost. You're like, I'm just going to build Minuteman. That's why for me, I'm like, no, I got to find my son right away.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where I'm into it, you know? Like, I still love it a lot. It's just like, yeah.
Going on with what you're saying, that's how I was on Skyrim. That was like my first big Bethesda game, and I only did the main storyline.
Yeah.
I beat the main storyline. I was like level 15. And I was just so weak, and I was just like, and I was like, oh, okay, I gotta do other stuff. And I've replayed that game so many times, and I still haven't done every quest, because you just can't. Like, Bethesda games are so huge.
Yeah.
And like this game, like I was doing one quest, and then like I was looking for something. While I was looking for something, I like ran into a random event that was just like a side quest. You don't even have to talk to anyone to find it. You just have to find the place, and then the quest starts. And I'm like, oh, this is...
fun.
And then you just
Swan
like,
Pond.
you just go around everywhere, and like you just... Swan
Then you
Pond
need
is
to get-
awful.
Have you
Swan
killed
Pond is so
Swan
scary.
yet?
No, I died by Swan. I ran and he was on my ass.
Have you tried
and
a
he
mini nuke yet?
Wrecked me. I don't have money for that. I have 5 bottle caps.
But,
in my name.
I always I find them. No, I don't have it yet, but I want to try a mini nuke and see if that works
Oh,
on
okay,
the
no.
Swan.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how
It
to.
might not insta kill him.
But I just want to.
I had one mini
I
nuke.
hate that he's just in that pond. Like I want to kill him.
I had one mini nuke and I used it on
Kellogg
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
And that because I was struggling so much with that fight, he would just always kill me like really fast. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn around, run away, and then I waited for the synths to like all like get into a line. I was like,
fucking pistol too. I hate
Fat
it.
Man.
It's great
Just
when
the
he has
Fat
it,
Man,
yeah.
and it one shot him. It was so funny.
I wasted.
I was
mine.
like I was laughing at myself. I'm like, I can't believe I just did that, but that was so worth it.
I wasted mine on just a super mutant because I was so excited. I got it. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot this off, and I did, and it was great because like explosions everywhere. So like, even though I wasted on the super weak, I was like, it was totally worth it. Like,
Yeah.
it was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what like I do love is you get just random moments, and it's very much. That's the same thing that I like about Metal Gear. There's all like these stories that happen because they're not in the campaign, and that's where I am different. Like the campaign or cycle, there's stuff that you just do, and everyone has a different story. Like you can beat any mission you want in almost any way you want. That's why I like because you get to hear all these stories of people doing it different. Like with me, with Kellogg, I had to do it melee because I had no weapons, so all I had to do was hit him a bunch, hit a stem back, hide, and like hope that Nick Valentine did a good job getting some hits in. You know, like that's all I had, and that's why I like that. There's all these different like versions, whether it's here or like online. You just hear all these stories.
Yeah,
and
totally.
It's that
I
really
agree
like.
with what you're saying because like when we were talking about it just in our group chat there, everyone was talking about like, oh, what's like your best stats? Like you had charisma and strength,
Yeah.
and like all of ours were different. Like you had,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Intelligence maxed out.
Yeah, and like
Which I regret.
I max perception and luck because that's just what I like to do, and like
Yeah.
everyone has their own
Endurance,
different
if
ways.
anyone cares, no, that.
Yeah.
I'm on the endurance kick now because I've been running a lot lately.
Yes, yeah.
Intelligence
I
isn't
have
as
like
good as it
one
once
strength
was.
and one endurance.
It used to like every time you leveled up, it would increase the amount of like points you got to put in certain things. But
Now
since
it
that
just
doesn't exist anymore,
increases
it's not
your
as good.
XP that you get,
Yeah, that's like that's what it
which
does
is
now
pretty
instead.
good because then you get more points. Because what you're saying, you
That's
hate
good.
how you. Only
I've
get
been
one
doing
point.
luck
You
because
guys
you
are
told
still
me.
double my level, and I have 10 in. So,
You told me to do luck, so I've been doing luck
is
more because
nice.
I trust you.
Well,
so-
you
I like
also
crits.
get XP by handing in quests, and if you don't do quests, if you just walk in a direction, obviously you won't level up. Like I remember playing
Yeah.
Skyrim, and I had so many hours on one character. I was level 2 because I was just talking to people. Like I was literally just walking around talking to people.
Yeah.
I was just living in a town,
Because in
chopping
the main
wood
quest,
and selling it. Like
the main
that's all I
quest you
did.
have like talk to this person. It's like
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
talk to this person. 50, it's like yeah,
But it's
that's
like
true.
You can totally play it your own way, and that's
Yeah.
why I love like this for me. This is my like different This is my just second Skyrim. basically.
It's like
Like
Skyrim with guns.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's so good for me. Like I just love it so
No
much.
one's laughing at that, and it makes me so
Because I
sad.
don't play. I've never played
No,
Skyrim.
Every
you
time I
never-
hear
you
Skyrim
never
with
got
guns,
that?
I hear Far Cry 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When Far
don't
Cry,
play
no,
Far
it was
Cry
Far
either.
Cry 3 came out,
Sorry, yeah, 3.
and the reviews for it were it's like Skyrim with guns,
Yeah.
which is
Wait,
Fallout.
yeah, going on with what you're saying about that, because I had one friend that asked me about it. He's like, oh, what's it like? I'm like, it's like Skyrim with guns. He's like, don't tell me what every commercial tells me. And it's just, yeah. But anyways, going back to Fallout. Yeah, like there's one quest, and it was, I don't want to spoil anything, that's the problem.
Yeah, me and Dylan
Cold.
aren't as.
I'm a
It's not a main
so-
quest at all.
I had
Like,
a midterm
I
today, so I
stumbled
had to
into a
balance
house.
myself.
I went into a house. It was similar to Skyrim, if you guys know the one place in Markarth where you go and it's just a haunted house, and you have no idea what's going on, and then you go in there and just things start happening, and it's similar to
I
that.
hated that town, so I spent the
Markarth?
least amount of time.
That was
I
the
could
best
there.
town. It was so
Have
cool.
you
hated
been in the
that place.
Museum of Witchery yet?
Hated
No.
that place with the past.
That was too far to the east.
That's funny. Be
I
careful when
was
you
was
get
chilling
tickets.
in Riften. That was my life in Skyrim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, but like that mission, I'm pretty sure that's like a mission that you get after Nick Valentine, where you're just a detective, and it's like you get like the trench coat and like the fedora, and it's like that's just so cool for me. Like, and that's
Oh,
why I
I
love
just-
Bethesda games so much.
I don't think I even got sent there. I think I just walked in there because
Oh, okay.
it looked like I
Yeah,
saw
no.
Museum of Witchery. I'm
'Cause,
like, I gotta check that
You
out.
should go to the comic store. Comic store is sick.
Is there one in there?
Yeah,
I have
Can you
not
actually like
checked
pick up all the comics and like?
there's a few. Like, because obviously all the comics and
They
Fallout
give
give
you
you
stuff,
stats,
yeah.
so there's only like 3 or 4, but that's pretty good for one building.
Yeah.
You have
Plus, there's the battle axe, which I really, really want.
yeah.
It's in the comic book store in a display case that I can't
Yeah.
open yet because perception is too tough.
But yeah, like for me, I just can't stop praising this game. Like it's just because I've absolutely like when we did our top 10 games, my number 1 was Skyrim, and this is just the gun equivalent to
Yeah.
Skyrim, and it's just I love it so much, and everything about it is just I just want to keep.
I like I like the changes they made to dialogue. Obviously, like they have like the two main characters, like whatever gender you choose, has actually voice acted for every single thing.
Yeah.
You have less options, kind of, because like in the other Fallout, since you didn't actually have someone saying every word, there was just like 7 or 8 speech options for everything. So now it's like 4, and some of them are just like yes or no.
I miss those with not just Fallout, but every game like that. Like even wrestling at one point had like an RPG game, but now because it's all voice acted, all that element's gone. It's like I miss those like a bit, you know.
Like pros and cons, like the cinematics of it, like zooming back and forth between the characters and like actually voice acting, like that's awesome. But you know,
now that you reminded me of how many options there actually were in Fallout 3, it is definitely.
Would you guys like a game like in current gen to go back to that just as a one-off one time if that meant more options? Like with no voice acting, like the same way, but it would be current gen.
I mean, in terms of Bethesda games, this is the first time they've had like a voice actor for your main character. So I like it as it's different. I like it. Yeah.
I really liked it.
Do I want to go back? I don't know. Not necessarily like the change. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I feel like
more options.
Yeah,
in
like
the dialogue.
Or even like
they could just have more pathways, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They could still stick with the 4 options, but just not have it yes, no, sarcastic.
Be a dick.
Yeah. So
I love doing that one. It's so
be
funny.
a dick.
Yeah,
I like to, but
it's
then
a little bit too centered. Like
I'm trying to get with Piper, so it always makes her dislike me. So I'm like,
I also like
because even if it's sarcastic, like I don't really know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because it's just
I don't even know what that means.
And then he'll say it, and you'll be like, "That's not what I meant at all." That's what I hate.
Then
sometimes.
you load a quick save to change your dialogue. I've totally done that.
After every speech.
There's totally times when I give you 3 words and you think this is what it must mean. They're like, not at all. Like no.
But yeah, like how you said, like Piper dislike. I actually really like how they have that. Like if you're with a companion and you say something, they'll be like, "Oh, this guy loved what you said."
Yeah.
And like you'll get relationship with your companion. I don't think they had that in the older games, right? Where you get a
me and
relationship.
Dogmeat are tight either way.
Is there a way to check that though in the pause screen? Where is it?
Well, no, like if you just talk to your buddy, Dogmeat, you can't, unfortunately. So you just ask him to do tricks.
They'll give you like a vibe, right?
Like you'll say like Piper, and then you talk to her, and then triangle to talk, and then you do
and she'll be
relationship.
She'll be like, I think you're good,
PS4.
but I still got a C or something like
that.
Yeah,
it's I love how awkward it is to you. It's like,
I know.
It's like, how's our relationship between you and I?
What can
I
do?
I don't know. It
what can I
be
do
better.
to make this better? Yeah.
Like for that, it's a little funny, but
No, they definitely improved the companion stuff overall. Like you can actually like send your person off to do things.
Yeah,
you were saying earlier, it's like it can sometimes be buggy, but now you can actually do more with that. Fallout, the Fallout games actually did pretty well with that in the past. But in Skyrim and stuff, like you never really had any option over your.
You could just foos road your companion.
You could just
fill them off the cliff.
You could just fill them with all your loot, so you don't have to carry your shit.
They're just mules. But like I love that and everything. But like for me, like I've always been lone wolf. That's my game tag actually.
Ooh.
But like I just love doing that. But it is really cool how they had that. You can build relationship with characters, so you can like choose what character you want to go with. Like Nick Valentine.
And there are
for
lots
example.
of options too. For your companion.
Oh yeah, there's so many pictures of people I've seen. I'm like, I haven't even bumped into this person.
Yeah.
So
you can
it's
like
exciting.
give them weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that I
and,
like.
like armor.
Because when you
really
get
cool.
too much to carry, it's great when it's like, oh, I have this really good gun, but
you have one strength.
But
it's
it
really
weighs-
nice to have a companion.
my strength. I'm
have one strength.
I'm at 310, and I still am like full because I sell so much stuff. Like I'm not low money on you guys. Like I'm in the 1,000. Like I sell so much stuff.
I wish. I buy a lot of things.
No, I'm like 1,200.
I buy a lot of ammo because I go through a lot.
I buy
Because I'm
so
playing on
much ammo.
Survivor or whatever, so it takes so long to kill someone.
Man, you would not like hardcore mode. Ammo has like a weight to it in hardcore mode.
Oh god.
So you have to like.
I liked actually how they added the weight that you have on your gun. It takes a while to like aim. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
What do you mean?
And like, because there's so much
Like
stuff.
it's heavier.
I actually learned that while I was waiting for the loading screen.
Huh?
So thanks, Bethesda.
The only one I found was with like the
Or,
big
like,
boy or the fat man.
The more weight you have on your weapon, because you can change it. You can have like a heavy stock or something,
Right.
and it'll like if you have a light one, obviously it'll be really fast.
Okay,
to, like,
that's
snap.
cool.
And yeah, like
Does that mean it has like less recoil too then?
maybe I don't know. Like
find
I
out.
absolutely
I have to
love
wait
them.
for that loading screen.
We already talked about it, but I absolutely love the modding. Like I love that you can take
It's
a gun
really
that
good.
you find and you can just completely change it.
You like put bayonets on it.
Oh, exactly.
And
The
like-
bayonets are so awesome, actually.
And it is pretty like cool too, because like I was looking around at I haven't modded anything, but I like looked in it, and like it was like you could take a shotgun, and it's like 12 weight, and if you like change it into a sawed-off shotgun, it became like 7 weight.
Yeah.
So by making it smaller, so kind of has that accuracy to it, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really, really in depth. I would say for the
Yeah.
like even just like your armor too, you can do the same.
Yeah,
sort of
I was
thing.
actually
I'm not
gonna go
sure
on that next.
how far that extends. I haven't because like
You guys
there's a
haven't
lot of things
experienced
that-
too much power armor, have you?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I haven't done.
Have you
any
even
more
have you even
armor.
gotten it?
oh, I have a lot now.
Oh, okay.
I have like 12 fusion cells.
Yeah.
I've been using it the whole all day. I play with my power armor.
Yeah, it's so awesome. Like
I don't think so.
Really?
I like it for. I said to them as just far as like protecting me from bullets, but I wish it did something more. But I don't know. Is there
like you can
upgrades?
you can mod it. Like that's what I mean. You can mod it to be a scuba diver. You can mod it to have a jetpack on. Like you can do
Okay,
so much
so
stuff
see-
with it. And like going on with like what we're saying, like how you can do so much with the modding of guns. Like there's so much you can do to the power armor. Like, you
Yeah,
can
see,
change
I've not
all
got to
you can
any of
change all
that.
the colors
That
you
I
want.
know, and I've changed it. Like I have like, oh, this is from like it's a T whatever 45 on the armor, and like
Yeah.
a B60 for the helmet because like
T45
yeah,
noob.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
even I have that one.
Well, I knew that because I didn't. Today I played a lot of it because I found a lot of fusion. So now I'm all like B60.
Yeah, like I really like it. I think it's a little overpowered. Like how you can't really die when you're in it. I don't know.
I like
Yeah, well, because like even like the very beginning, like when you fight the death claw in it, like I was in it and I got like pounced on like 3 times and I still didn't die. I just got up and like kept firing at him.
Yeah.
with my machine gun.
I like that because I don't like to die. So
Yeah, like
that's
it's-
fine for me.
I think it's really cool change though from the old because in the older ones it's just an armor that you wear. It's just like a regular.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just like a really heavy.
Yeah, so like for this one, like I feel like I said, told you guys, like I feel like Tony Stark basically when I
Yeah.
got it. Like it's so badass and like you don't take fall damage. You can just leap off a cliff and you just
That's
and
fine, I do
you
it
can
all
get
the time.
upgrades so when you hit the ground it'll be like a huge shockwave. Like there's so much you can do in the game and I really love it.
And they what to go along with that, like they intended for every roof to be like interesting. Like in the other Fallout
Oh.
games, you never went on any roof of
Oh
anything.
no! Okay, yeah. Going with what you're saying, I absolutely love just running through the city, like just going in like the alleys and just you
Yeah.
don't know what's around the corner, and there's just like gunfire
It's a
going off in
really-
the background.
yeah.
There's vertibirds going, like there's so much stuff going on. Like you don't like the one problem I had with Skyrim. I felt like you like everything was wrapped around you, like you were the main,
Yeah.
like you were basically.
That's
God.
why-
Like, everyone was like, "Oh, like I
Yeah.
know who you are," but it's like
You
in this
reminded me
one,
of something,
like
yeah.
you're just going through the towns, and then you hear people just like fighting in the backgrounds, and you feel like it's an actual like post-apocalypse. Like
So
it's,
I don't know if this pertains to the main story or anything, but there's the blind woman, and she's talking about like
Murphy.
how you're part of like a destiny, and I was like, no, please don't. I don't want this to be like Skyrim. I
Yeah.
don't want to be
Yeah,
like
exactly.
this
Yeah.
holy one or whatever it is. Like, has
You
anyone
get it.
pursued more into that
I
lady
won't
and
say
given her
anything.
like she's
I
a drug
I
addict?
gave
No,
her chems.
like I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I'll.
I won't say anything.
Yeah.
Like, do you want me to tell you if you'll like it or not like it?
Oh, I don't know. Is it like a Destiny type thing? Like,
It
are
could
you-
be. I'll tell you that. At the point I'm at, the couple times. No, like I mean,
Okay.
like it wasn't like that and then dropped. There's been a couple people like, oh, I see in the future.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple times of like, oh, you're needed for something important, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping it might be red herring because there's a
Is
part in
that
the story.
is she linked to the main story?
No,
Okay.
it's other people telling you this.
Oh god. Okay.
But there's one.
I don't like that.
It
Ugh.
might be a red herring because when you get to the point, I'll tell you because I think there's a big twist going to happen, and I think the Destiny thing is like a red herring.
No, I just
thing.
want to play the game now.
What? I know, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Like once
I'm
we're done
such a
this,
noob
Yeah.
compared to you guys.
Yeah.
yeah,
like-
but
Have you
yes
ever
and no.
been-
I didn't even know there was perks with the fucking promise. So don't say
No,
that.
but like what you're saying, like you didn't like how, or yeah, you didn't like the Destiny thing. Like you don't even have to talk to her.
Yeah.
No, I only talked
Like,
to that
it's
one
like-
time.
I know,
That's
that's why I
the
was
best-
wondering.
that's
That's
the-
why I was wondering if she was part of the main story.
Well, yeah, because I talked to her again right away, and she's like, "I can tell you more if you give me chems." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah."
And you
and
can,
then
like-
she repeated the same thing. She's like, "Yeah, go to the Diamond City," and I'm like, "You already
Yeah,
told
do, like
me
one
that."
thing at a time.
Classic.
You, like, you
Doug.
can
Yeah.
shoot her.
Yeah.
That's the best
Yeah.
part about Bethesda.
Yeah, you
games.
can
You have
kill her.
so much options.
Have
like
either of
you
you
can
guys
kill
like
Codsworth.
dabbled in?
Like seriously.
That's fucked
What?
up.
Yeah,
Kirk
you could.
Why would
Like
you do that? I like
I'm just saying.
He
Like
says your name.
I love
Captain Kirk.
I know that's why he's my
Yeah,
he's my
Master-
homie.
Master Kirk.
He take cares of my old house.
Have
But
either of you dabbled in the chems or alcohol at all?
I don't have enough
I'm an
science.
alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic.
You're an alcoholic already?
I
had
didn't
to
know you
go-
could do that.
I had to
Yeah.
go.
I'm drug addict. I knew you could do that.
I got drug.
Okay, you know
addict.
why? It's because
Oh, wow.
because the game's
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
Okay, I'm on the hardest difficulty. I had to fight these raiders. There was like probably 10 of them, or like ghouls or something. It's like, okay, I am loading up on all my drugs. I'm going to drink a
Just
lot of
pop that
alcohol
and just go ham.
get super ham.
Just whatever the guy from Syndicate's name is. Just get aggressive.
I did a lot of drugs, and then I went and fought those
Zone
guys.
Our timer's zoned.
And then I became an alcoholic. And
What was
See, that's cool though.
What
'cause
did
I
I-
didn't even know you could do that.
What did I tell you earlier? What I can't remember. What did I say I was addicted on?
Buffo?
Yeah, that's what I was hooked on.
I like how you can combine them now. Like you can get like buff
Yeah.
tats.
Yeah,
But
is
now
that-
I'm off
is
it,
that actually like
'cause I
a
took
chem station?
The
Yeah, there
acid
is.
or whatever.
Oh,
You
okay.
can
Yeah, no. The
wean
only
yourself
reason
off.
I knew that is because I was looking through the stats or whatever. And it's like days addicted, and I'm like, the hell? How do you get addicted to stuff?
Oh, you can.
But like,
And then it reduces your.
but like
stats
you said, like
if
you
don't take it.
you just loaded up on drugs and ran to like a raider party. But like
Yeah, I
every
haven't
every
done
time
any
I see
drugs
something like
yet,
that,
though.
I just avoid that.
I
I'm
just
like,
didn't-
I don't want to fight anyone that's more than
Yeah.
like 3 people. 'Cause it's too hard.
Well, that's
I'll
the thing.
die.
I've usually, I've had to do it like 2 or 3 times, but this one I was like, okay, I think I just need a little boost, and then I can do this.
You are
It's like,
alcohol.
I just need one.
Yeah, that's the only time I've used drugs is with like I'm low ammo and like
And so
I need a
boost
little
when you use,
pick me
12
up.
beers.
It's always like a
12
pause.
beers.
I love you guys,
I need a little pick
some
me
wine,
up.
some beers, and
You guys-
all sorts of drugs, and just went ham.
You guys played some Pip-Boy games?
Just
Oh.
Red Dog or
No.
whatever.
Atomic Bomb or whatever.
I've just played the Donkey Kong one.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong one.
I don't even have that
That's
one.
the default one.
In the
Everyone-
vault.
Okay, then I think
It's called Red
Does it?
Menace.
Oh, Red Menace. yeah,
Everyone
that's
gets
what
it
I
at the start, I think.
Yeah, it's
so.
in the
I don't.
vault.
I
You
don't
didn't,
have
you
that
didn't
one.
check that
I
one?
have the Atomic, whatever it's called.
I think did you have to eject it from a computer? I don't
You
remember.
didn't,
Yeah.
you didn't have to eject it. If you just,
Yeah, you don't have to.
But you to keep it, right?
you can
Yeah.
eject it to keep it if you
Yeah.
want to. You don't have to.
I kept.
Yeah, I did too. It's like in
Yeah.
the vault.
I really like the Pip-Boy though. Going from Fallout 3, because that was the only one I played.
Do any of you guys use the app while you play?
Not at all. Unfortunately.
I tried it.
I
tweeting, I'm
I couldn't
tweeting.
get it to work, and I was like, eh.
Just get like some
I'm
elastic
glad you didn't
bands,
get
put it
that
on your arm.
Pip-Boy.
I heard the Pip-Boy is
It's not-
shitty.
Yeah,
Really?
it's funny. I listened to a podcast last week. I forgot to
So
text
my
you.
salt is only at like 90% now. I couldn't get it.
I hear it's not. I hear it's like Toys R Us quality.
Yeah,
like
I've heard
you
it's
could
not
drop
good.
it and like
Really?
plastic.
Yeah, I heard
plastic.
that. I heard people are saying it's not comfortable to wear while they play. So like they
I
don't
can
even want to
imagine.
like
I think
play
you dodged the
with it.
bullet.
It doesn't look comfortable in game either.
No,
And it
giant
was like
computer on your
100
arm.
big
bucks,
wrist
right?
cramps right
So-
there. So, well, we want to go around and give our final, like,
That was a quick hour.
yeah.
I just want to quickly. Let's talk about settlements. Have you guys messed around with that at all?
Yes.
What do you think?
The first night I played it was when it came out at 9 p.m. Because whatever, irrelevant. Anyways, I probably
Go,
spent a
Canada.
good hour and a half like just doing a settlement, and I was like, I don't like because I thought that you had to build a house to build the beds because you know when you first get that.
Oh, really?
So I was like, oh,
I just put beds.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know you
put
could just
beds
put
in
them
the broken
anywhere. So
ones.
I'm like spending so much time. I'm like, oh, like where can I put this? Like, oh, these walls don't fit
It was
together.
definitely.
I was
confusing.
stressing. Like I was like, this sucks. And then I realized that you could just delete things so easily. And once I kind of messed around with the whole workshop, I actually really liked it.
I think it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Planning, like doing plants and like set up your defenses.
I always like
I really like
like
that.
the
actually.
Hearthstone DLC for Skyrim. I don't know if you ever played that, but
Oh,
it's pretty much just
absolutely.
like a house builder thing.
Yeah,
I really like
it's
that.
100 times better than this. Or I mean,
vice versa.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really expansive, and I don't know. I still don't really know like the extent of what it does. Really,
Like
There's a lot to
There's
it.
so much you can do. Like,
Yeah.
have you've seen the Bethesda like trailer, like E3
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah, yeah.
And like when they have like the giant like Vault Boy,
Yeah.
like that's so like you could do any of that. You can set up sound, so you can be playing like classical
Yeah.
music all around your town. You can make it anything. Like you can do lights. You can make it like a freaking like New Orleans town, basically.
and it's not even just like.
You just have to put in the.
It's
town.
not even just like. I guess visual, like you can get traders to come to your town and stuff
Yeah.
too. So it actually has
Yeah,
benefit.
exactly. Like if you get high enough charisma, I don't have it, but you can basically like get shops, and I actually really want to do
You can put
that.
up a tower to like draw people.
Yeah, I
into
have
your
that.
settlement.
Yeah, it's
And you
actually
have to build
really
defenses
cool.
and stuff. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I really like that. I
And
think
like
it's cool.
set up traps. I did that and actually accidentally. I didn't know that you could kill your own guys.
I didn't know that either.
I had,
so
like,
be
I had like a
careful.
Tesla trap, and I'm like, oh, I'll just put it right here because I just
Put it on
because like it'll show you your defensive stats or something. And
Yeah.
mine was too low, so I'm like, oh, I'll just put a Tesla trap. All of a sudden, like 3 people walk by, just like zapping everyone. Oh, it was brutal. I was like, oh, I feel horrible. Load a new save.
You have a good quick save.
On the like starting the settlement and like not knowing too, and he's like, "We need more food," and I was like, "Oh, well, I don't have any food to plant, so I'm just like, I guess I'll just like leave this mission for later." I like didn't know you could like harvest and replant the things you pulled
Yeah.
off from the back, so I was just like, "Well, I guess my settlement's
I
gonna
was
start."
kind of like you. I didn't know there was plants in the back, like right there. So I was literally wandering for so long, and that's why I said like I literally spent an hour and a half just doing that one settlement because I had no idea what to do.
Yeah.
But I liked it though. Like I like messing around, building your
It's
own
cool.
things.
I think it's really fun. Yeah.
I like it. It's just my like least thing. Like
It's
I do
'cause-
that enough in Infinity where I'm like,
Yeah, it's
Because
one of those
you're
things like you
main
don't
quest,
need to do it so if
No.
you're not into building and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I
You
am,
don't
but I
need to
do enough in other games where like this, like in Infinity, I don't get to shoot people and like do
Yeah.
this. Like I have specific games for like building, and like that was like Lord of the Rings: Battle for Middle Earth 2. Like that was my game where I'm like, okay, this is when I'm in building mode. Like in Fallout, I'll do it when it's necessary, and when I finish the main quest, I'll get more into it. But right now, it's kind of like, yeah,
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe you'll find that just like one of those settlements where you're just like, oh man, I want this to be my town. Because you can have different places.
I have,
Yeah.
I
A
got
ton of
4
them.
right now.
I only have one.
I
only
do
have Sanctuary.
I do the building. It's just like not like, and it's impressive. I have nothing negative to say about it. It's just like the least thing I've done because
Yeah.
there's just other stuff I want to do and unlock
for
and
sure.
like. But the
I
building's fun. It's like it's really well done. It's just what I'll get to last. I
Yeah,
feel.
but like I've always found like Bethesda games are basically just like games within games. Like there's
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh, for
much
sure.
to do. Like it's insane, and that's why I've absolutely fallen with Skyrim, #1 game of like the decade. And then this one,
I'm wondering what
It's-
they're going to
it's
do
up
for
there.
DLC on it, because like
Yeah.
when I went to pick it up at EB Games, they were offering season passes already.
Mhm.
So
was it was $40? How much was it?
It's
Uh,
30 or 40.
yeah,
I
it was
thought it was
40,
around
I
30.
believe.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be interesting to see kind
I
of
bought
what
it.
the DLC. Did you?
Yeah.
Well, like every Bethesda DLC is actually like I actually really
It's
like
really
it.
good.
Like Skyrim ones, I love all of them.
Yeah.
And Fallout 3, the Alien one, what was it?
I don't remember the name, but it was pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
that was so weird, but I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And because I didn't own Fallout 3 for the longest time, I just went go to my friend's house, and he's like, "Oh man, I got the new DLC. Let's go find out what it is." And just I'm like, "This is what this game's about." Like, but it's so different, and it's just so much fun. There's so much stuff that they added in the DLCs, so I'm sure I'll buy some DLCs if I
Mhm.
like. This game is just
Yeah.
up there for me.
I think
so.
I might. Originally, I was not, but I've kind
The
of.
value is definitely there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm gonna still wait till I hear like announcements. I usually, unless it's Batman, I don't buy without knowing.
Yeah, I think you can get the seasons pass usually, like even
Yeah.
if there's 1 or 2 out.
Yeah.
So
So I'll wait, but I might because I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. But I was talking with my friend. We're maybe gonna try and challenge each other and not buy a single game until next November, just to play this
What?
and Metal Gear.
Oh.
Because we looked at the schedule. There's nothing coming out in the next. Like I can skip Mass Effect because Shepard's dead, and I'd rather play Fallout than Mass Effect because I like Mass Effect, but like Fallout, I've
That's
had
an
more fun
interesting
playing.
challenge.
Yeah, like and because I'm at this age, I'm at the point where when I spend $80, I want to get the most out of it. And yeah,
Yeah.
I could play this for 2 months, be like, oh, good, I beat the main quest, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to just
Yeah.
beat the main quest and throw away. And I still have like Metal Gear, which is a very similar game. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything. That's kind of my goal because I thought about it. There's nothing else coming out. I'm not playing Uncharted because I want to buy the whole collection, play that all first, and then do Uncharted. So I looked at the
Is that
thing.
already out? Nathan Drake.
It's out.
Yeah, it's out.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's why I want to play all those 3 because I never owned them. I just played them here and there.
I'll buy it and I'll lend it to you.
Perfect. So, but that's so
I
like
think I own like one of them.
Star Fox is off the table for me now. The only thing
What
that's
was the last one?
Star Fox is off the
Okay.
table for me. Like, there's all these games and Hitman. Yeah, I know Hitman. I unpre-ordered because I got delayed and I heard like what they're doing. I'm like, you know what? I'll wait and see. Like, there's games I've unpre-ordered. So unless the Nintendo console comes out next November, which will screw up my plans. If it doesn't, I don't know if I'm gonna. That's my goal, and I did it 1 year. 1 year I legit did. I'm like, and I played just Batman Arkham City the whole year, and I just did everything and got like 100% on 360. Like, because of that and Metal Gear, I think I'm gonna do it, and that's why I would maybe buy the season's pass now. Because like I have complained, but like I'm into it now. Like I'm like same thing. I want to go home and play this. Like there's so much. Anytime it
That's the
leaves
thing.
off, I'm like,
Every
oh, I'm gonna come
time
back.
someone's like, yeah, I played Fallout for like a couple hours, wasn't really into it. Like,
yeah.
You gotta get into it.
Fallout 3 and New Vegas, you had to warm into it. Like it's not.
And I can see how people step away, but that's where like I don't know. That's where I'm different. Like if I still like it, I'm gonna try my like if it was today and I was like, oh, not for me, then I'd be like, you know what, I think I'm gonna walk away. But I'm like that's all I did today. That's all I did Wednesday. That's all I'm gonna do this weekend. Like it's set.
But like going off what you're saying, like people, yeah, like you got to get into it. And I found that like with almost every Bethesda game, other than maybe Dishonored, because that's a whole different game. But like for Skyrim, like you can't just play it for like a half an hour and just be like, oh, I really like this game. It's like you got to actually like follow the story and like
Yeah.
meet things and like for me, like the first time I
If you
played
get
it,
invested in it, it'll.
oh yeah, like
it'll be worth
the
it.
first time I played it, like I said, I only played the main quest line, and I didn't know that there's so much. Like I probably only went to like the cities that you had to go to for the main quest line, and then once I started venturing off and just finding like a random cave, going inside of it, and then it's a bunch of worshippers for something, and then you kill them all, and then you find a note, and it leads to a different quest. Like I love that about Bethesda games, and that's why Bethesda is always there for me. It's like my favorite.
This
company.
one, like my timestamp for when I exited the vault was, or like when I exited the chamber, and like my husband was frozen, was like an hour and 14 minutes because I set off the bomb like 4 times because I explored the town too long and the bomb would go off. And I'd respawn, and then I explored the town too long and the bomb would go off.
I didn't even know that could happen. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm like, can I go in any of these houses? Is there a bobblehead somewhere? So I like started exploring, and then the bomb would go off, and I'm like, oh, really? So then I'd like try going past all the army men to like the left instead of going up the hill, and that sets off the bomb. And then I try going down the river, and that sets off the bomb. I was like, nah, like Bethesda put stuff. I need to explore.
Yeah. No, we'll go around and do final thoughts, but I thought you summed up good. If you invest time, it's worth it.
Yeah.
And I don't hate on anybody that walks away because it is ambitious, and there are games like next week I have
It's a
Battlefront.
time investment.
Yeah, no, I can see people like next week for me Battlefront comes out. I could see people like, no, I'm just going to sit down and shoot things. I will shoot things next week, but I'm going to go back and forth. And I think it's definitely worth it. Like, give it some time if you're not into, because online, it is very kind of split down the middle. People don't say it's a bad game, but there's many people like, you know what, I'm not going to jump into this. But I'm really enjoying it. I think this will be a recurring thing on the cast, probably every once in a while talking about it. Maybe in a couple months maybe in the new year we'll come back and see where everyone else is and see. We should do that. We'll do a New Year special.
I need that Christmas break to really just sit down for 12 hours.
Yeah, because lately, just so you know what the format, there's a lot of hour episodes. That's what's going to happen with game reviews and whatnot. Like we did Assassin's Creed, we did Fallout, we might do other ones, so that's why this is just an hour.
Yeah.
So, but no, for me, I give it right now just like a 9 out of 10. Who knows, I could get higher later on, but I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, that's my final thought.
My first impressions, or I guess final impressions. I don't know what that was, but
oh no!
But
disarm it quick.
So my score would probably be 9.5 out of 10, just because it reminds me so much of Skyrim, and Skyrim is always going to be like that game for me until another Bethesda game.
Can I quickly ask? Because he and I, he told me some of his problems. You haven't told me anything. Like problem-wise, so what's the problem?
Okay, when I first played it, and then I told you guys, like, I was like, oh, there's no bugs at all. I think I was just so starstruck at how much I loved the game that I kind of just like ignored that.
So like you met a celebrity, but he's a real asshole.
Exactly. I'm like, oh,
touching my girlfriend's ass.
Yeah, and then like after a while, then you start noticing. So the loading screens we talked about. I got so used to that after modding Skyrim. Like the more mods you have, the longer it takes. So I'll just look at the screen.
It's funny.
I'll just spin it. I'll just spin it for like
speed run. Yeah, there's always guaranteed crashes.
But yeah, like that thing, like I got used to, so that wasn't a big issue like it was for you. And there will always be those personal things that affect different people. But I did notice some bugs that I did notice in Skyrim. Like they totally reminded me of it. But like I said, I'm so used to playing that sort of thing that you just get used to it. So you kind of just let it fly over your head. So yeah, I did notice some bugs entering some frame drops, which they said they wouldn't get.
Frame drops big time.
Yeah, they said they wouldn't happen, but it'll happen. And I didn't have any crashes. I don't know about you.
I've not yet. I've not physically had one.
I've had one crash.
Yeah, I've not had one like that. It's never like stopped. It's just been bugs that I go, I gotta go back to my old glitch.
Yeah, and like the glitches where it's like the Virgil thing, it's like, that's just the Bethesda thing.
Yeah.
Like, I just accept those.
Yeah.
And,
we take those.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, for me, because I love that so much, it just totally flies over my head. So yeah, for me, definitely 9.5.
Okay.
Good.
I don't think it'll change, honestly.
Yeah. Like I said, I've only had one crash, only, a few bugs, classic Bethesda stuff. Other than that, I'm not a fan right now of how you level up, special, that kind of thing. That's really my only big issue with the game.
On you.
Like hardcore mode is whatever, I'll take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing so far I'm not a big fan of.
It's like you met this great girl, but she's a different what is it? I don't
know.
I missed the joke.
Wears too much makeup.
No.
A little different.
She's into a different political party than you are. That's what it seems like. You love this girl. I think it's great, but it's she's a Republican though. But I still love her.
It's just funny because it's the same parallels as Skyrim. But anyway, other than that, I think the game's beautiful. I love the music.
Oh yeah,
such a good soundtrack.
That's one of the
even when I'm not
things.
playing, I still am listening to
Fallout
3 and New Vegas soundtracks because I love the music so much. I love the combat. I love everything. It's good. It's great.
Probably go with 9 out of 10 for the glitch reasons, obviously, first and foremost.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is kind of... There have been some problems, I mean, as far as, like, graphics are not obviously amazing, but that doesn't make or break a game.
Well, keep in mind, like, this game is actually bright and, like, colorful.
Yeah,
So,
okay, the blues as opposed to the browns.
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas was, like, brown. Fallout 3 was, like, green.
And then
This game actually has color.
Even the
It's
cover of
beautiful.
Fall Vegas, I remember, it's just like, you had to, like,
Yeah.
like, look real close. Like, it was really dark.
Something we didn't talk about, but
Yeah.
it is very colorful and beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, I think... I mean, there's definitely things that could be improved upon. For me, the biggest things is just I've had a bunch of glitches, and it's really not the most enjoyable thing. I mean, the loading
Especially when you
screen-
want to get into it so bad.
Yeah, and you know,
I wonder if that's just an Xbox
and
thing.
I play for the hour and 15 minutes it takes
Yeah,
me to get there,
exactly.
and then it crashes, and I'm like, I have to redo
Yeah.
all this
You
stuff.
wanna, like-
Yeah, and then I can't even load the game to play it. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not super far in yet, so I can't. It might get better as I play and things start to work themselves out. But right now, I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10. It's definitely an amazing game. So I think the consensus for anyone listening, if you haven't played it already, go and buy it. It's
Worth it.
worth
Unless you
dropping the
don't
money on
like
it.
big RPG games, then don't waste your money. Like, if you just like Call of Duty games all year, don't buy this game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for you.
I think we lost all the Call of Duty listeners already, though.
I did not offend them. I
Taylor
just
called
said.
them out
I
earlier.
just said no. Was it you? I thought it was me that called them. I wasn't
you
sure.
both did.
Either way, I did not.
Also, shout out to Taylor for sitting here while we.
I was just about to. Yeah, Taylor was our
Also, safe
timekeeper
animal.
today. Yeah,
Yeah,
hashtag save
you
animal.
beat me to it. I was going to call it.
So yeah, that's our fall review, and
We'll let Taylor take us
Hashtag
out
safe
here.
shop.
yeah, you want to take us?
Oh
take
yeah.
us out?
Well, it's such a good game, you know. This is awesome.
What's your rating, Taylor?
If you still remember that I've been here, I appreciate that.
Wait, quickly. What do you give a score for Black Ops? Quickly, you got like.
For Black Ops?
Yeah, you got a minute. What
One
were you
second.
out of 10?
You got 1
I'd
second.
probably give it a
That's not 1 second.
Yeah.
a
Okay.
6.5 or
Whoa!
6 out of 10.
That's low.
6.8.
For
That's
Call of Duty
right.
lover, it's not going good.
Out of
then.
7 or out of 10?
I hear everyone out of 7. We should start rating.
love
so-
that.
I hear
I
everyone's
think we
loving
should.
the zombie stuff, but the rest of the game sucks. That's what everyone keeps telling me.
Yeah, well, it's...
Why are we talking about this?
No, because he can get. We got 2 minutes. He can give us a little extra.
It's our Fallout episode. I don't know. We
Yeah.
talked about so many games.
Fallout with a touch of Black Ops.
Yeah, exactly.
The zombies is a great experience. I love it. The co-op is great to have back, like co-op campaign, because they haven't had co-op campaigns since World at War.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But the co-op, like for co-op in other games, like it usually takes up your whole screen. For some reason, I've tried adjusting the screen, but it's you're missing out on like certain
Oh, it's
sides
like the
of
old
screen.
school, like...
Yeah, and I mean, even for multiplayer and zombies, it's like that.
Some
but
games butcher
in
split screen.
Call
so
of
hard,
Duty
I don't get
Advanced
it.
Warfare, it didn't have that. It took the whole screen. I think Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's multiplayer was way nicer and way more better. This is cool with the classes and the wall running and everything, but I do like Advanced Warfare a lot more.
So in other
Okay.
words, people just spend their money on Fallout instead of Black Ops.
Mm.
I won't lie, I turned my friend over to Fallout instead of Black Ops.
Yeah.
I said we wait
We
on
brought it all
Black
back
Ops.
to Fallout and spring. I don't know. Where can they find us, Taylor?
Wow.
Wow, they sure can go on their internet and they can go onto that Facebook there and they can type in on that search bar GeekVerse Podcast, and that's where you'll see us right at the top on our list there.
And you can find us at Twitter at
On
GeekVerse
Twitter,
Cast.
yeah.
I know. I knew something was wrong in my mind for constant updates, weekly schedules, things like that. So wherever you are, thank you for
That
making
would
us
be
part of your
hell.
day, night, week, weekend, month, year, whatever. Thank you for listening.
Peace.
Good luck in the wasteland.